So here's what happened last week. Last week I made a post on Instagram stating that doing is more important than reading, and it got around 100 plus hate comments. Like I didn't expect that kind of response from everyone, but it did. And most of the comments were like, this is bullshit, this is nonsense, you are nonsense, your page is nonsense, everything is nonsense, everything is bullshit. And most of those comments are unproductive and unhelpful. It doesn't help me realize what mistake did I make. But there were few comments that actually told me what is the mistake that I made that I can improve on. And I realized that I made a single mistake that I shouldn't have, but I was in the learning phases, so it's completely okay. The thing is, I sacrificed clarity for creativity. I told the story of the two fishermen that I talk a lot about here, and I absolutely love that story. Like that story was from Dicky Bus, and I read it in his blog, and I absolutely love that story. And that's why I spread that stories everywhere. And I actually try to trim it down and keep it in the 10 pages Instagram section. So I did that, and in order to do that, I sacrificed clarity over creativity, which resulted in people misunderstanding the message. There were few people who misunderstood the message, but there were few people who actually commented that reading will change your life, reading will improve your vocabulary, and reading will just change your life. You don't need to act on anything. Fucking stupid persons. Like really, reading doesn't do anything. When I talk about reading, I'm actually talking about self-improvement books. There are also comments like, what about, medical books? What about medical students? What about engineering students? Students that would read their books. Hey bro, why would I talk about medical school books? Why would I even talk about engineering school books? I only talk about self-improvement and self-help books. It is completely written on the page self-improvement. Why would I write something on a page that is not relevant to the page? I'm talking about self-improvement books, and I'm talking about reading. For me, reading is equivalent to self-improvement books, and you also know it. Like, it is just common sense, bro. Why would anyone go and talk about medical books and engineering books? It's just completely stupid. And going back to the topic, reading is important. It is like, a head start. Reading gives you a head start into life. For example, you want to start something. For example, you want to learn the skill of writing. Maybe you want to start writing online. Maybe you want to start writing a blog. So you start reading books about it. But the problem here is with reading, it gives you a high. It is like an addiction. And you jump from one book to another to get another high. You don't take action. The books are completely based on action. If you don't take action, you are not improving your life. But you feel like you are improving your life because you have read a lot of books. And you kind of think that I am doing something productive. I am reading books and that is really, really productive. But it isn't. Here is the simple rule that Brian Tracy, the legend of self-help, self-improvement books. He is like a master. He is like the legend. He has wrote over 75 plus books around the self-improvement topic, and he is just unmatched. He told that you need to read only 3 books. Only 3 books to start taking action. If you think that you don't have proper knowledge about something, like for example writing online, then you need to read 3 books. And you can find that by asking anyone, like asking a bookstagram, asking a booktuber, asking in forums, blogs, or anywhere. Or you can just search for it. That's the easiest way. And if you read only 3 books and just start taking action, you will have 70% of the knowledge that you need, and 30% you are going to learn from your experiences. But nobody is going to understand that. Oh, I need to read more and more books. What they don't understand is they're getting into a procrastination. Self-improvement procrastination. Like they're reading books that makes them feel productive, but they aren't actually productive. And to hide that fact, they read even more books. But inside they know that they're not doing the things that they want. They are kind of, self-improvement leads to depression. You might think that isn't true, but self-improvement only leads to depression when you know that you have the potential to achieve much more, but you aren't doing the things to achieve much more. The thing that is restricting you is taking action. And most people lack action taking skills. You know why? Because growing up, you all have been conditioned in a way that you need someone to tell you what to do. When growing up, parents told you what to do and when to sleep and what to eat. Your teachers in your school told you what to read and when to read and how to read it, like for your exams. And then when you grew up, when you joined the corporate world, your employer, your boss, your team leader, they told you what to do and what not to do. And that is what, you sacrifice your accent taking skills because you don't take responsibility, you don't take authority over your life. You think that someone else will tell me something to do, then only I will be doing it. But no, accent taking skills is just like any skill. When you are young, your accent taking skill is zero. You are at level 0. You are a completely noob. And to improve that, you need to start taking action. You need to start taking notes from the books and taking actionable advice from the books and actually start taking action. And if you don't take action, then reading any book is completely useless. It is completely a waste of time. I'm repeating that again. Reading is a waste of time until and unless you take the lessons from that book and apply it in your real life. And I stand by this point, like, no matter what. The creativity side, that I kind of accept the fact that in order to make the post creative, I sacrifice clarity. But it is my message. It is my message and always will be, because I see a lot of readers procrastinating by reading books. What I need is a lot of readers actually reading books and taking action on that to actually improve their life. This is the advice that will help a large majority of people, but they don't listen to it. You know why? Because reading books is addictive and it gives them the next high, so they think that reading is really, really good for them. Reading is good for you, but in a limited way, by taking action. If you're actually taking action, you won't be able to read a lot of books. For example, when I was young, I wasn't taking action. I was reading a book a week or maybe 2 books a week. But right now, I can't even read a book a week. It takes me around 2 weeks to complete one book. Why? Because I take notes and take action on it. Most of my videos will be based on the lessons I learned from books. I experiment with the things. I experiment with the things that I learned. I read about a simple time blocking method in a book. I will go and apply that in my life and see it if it works for 1 to 2 weeks. And then only I will talk about it. That is what is called as action taking. And you fucking lack that. You just need to have the fucking humility to accept the fact that you lack the skill of action taking. And if you just accept that and start taking action, you will improve your life significantly. So for all the people that have hated on my comments, and if you're watching this video and you are still going to put head comments on this comment, I'm really, really sorry for you. I feel that you are a pitiful human creature. I feel pity for you, really. Like, reading books won't change your life. Taking action on them will. So that's about today's video, and if you like today's video, subscribe to us, because here we help young men become the best version of themselves. So see you in another video, and until then, have a great time.